I want to briefly discuss executive summaries. It's the first page that you're presenting to an audience that tells a story about your underwriting or what you found when you were running the numbers on a property. Whether you're an acquisitions person raising equity or a broker selling property, I put together a quick framework, just things to think through when you're kind of formatting or creating your executive summary. Who are you starting with? What's your audience? What's your audience? Who are you presenting this to? What's the end goal? Are you raising equity? Are you selling something? Investment type, is it opportunistic, value add? Is it core plus? And from that investment type, usually, and kind of when you dive into a model, you figure out what are the valuation drivers? What should this audience be looking at in terms of the returns? Is it equity multiple? Is it return on cost? What do they care about? What do you care about? What do you think is important? And I think too often, like I said, we fall into just using the same template over and over again. So here's an example of something that's pretty simple. It's got some key info up here: address, number of units, and some going in metrics. It's a value add. So this would be an example for a value add multifamily acquisition. You have some of just the key things that I would think you would look at, and down here, maybe you lead with these metrics like the IRRs and the equities multiple, project level, LP, GP level. So this would be something that maybe you present to equity if you're raising equity. Here's the project returns, here's the partnership returns. And again, do you lead with these? What's the most important metric? Is it IRR? Is it equity multiple? Is it return on cost? And then do you put those on top instead of down here at the bottom? But this is a pretty good example of a simple executive summary. Here, let's say you're a broker and you're selling an office building. This may be a little bit too complicated. It's got a lot of data on it. It's good data. It's pulling from your model. But you don't know where to look. You don't know what the story is for this investment. And let's say your audience, your broker and your audience is the property owner. And you're trying to explain to them what their building's worth and who you're going to sell to. I don't know if this tells a story. I simplified it into this page. Again, you have a price range, but you highlight a specific metric, in this case, return on cost. And maybe it's a different metric, but you've got IRRs here, equity multiples here. You're still showing some key metrics, but you're kind of leading with the key metric. And maybe you put this at the top of the page. But anyway, those are some thoughts. Love to hear your thoughts. Thanks.